Good morning, my name is Justin Beebe and this is 8.2, the elevator pitch. Here we go. Good morning. I'd like to take just a couple minutes of your time and give you my thoughts on something that's been in the news lately. It hits home pretty good for me as I'm still active duty, haven't quite retired yet. So veteran suicides and mental health. Recently, there's been an uptick in veteran suicide, and the research that I've done has shown that there is a significant trend of altered states of consciousness and mental health with traumatic brain injuries, also known as TBIs. So through the course of my research, reading different publications, news articles, and even some reports from law firms that have hired outside studies to take place, the data has shown that veterans have a 64% higher likelihood to have a mental health issue, suicidal thoughts, depression, and even suicide. Of that, women that have seen combat or have been exposed to traumatic brain injuries have an additional 20% more likelihood to have an altered state of consciousness, mental health issues, depression, suicidal thoughts, etc. So traumatic brain injuries, think of concussions, think of the football players that have concussions, soccer players, rugby players, and even some of our MMA athletes that get stunned or dazed or completely knocked unconscious. Now, TBIs don't necessarily mean that you have been knocked unconscious. Some doctors refer to the term as altered state of consciousness or being stunned. Think of the old cartoons where Wile E. Coyote had the stars, circling around his head. So, over the course of 20 years, an individual could be exposed to a combat zone 10 times and have frequent small TBIs, from just training, local training, overseas training, where they've been exposed to blasts from standoff weapon systems, the concussion of different weapon systems, vehicle IEDs and collisions also contribute to TBIs. Now, within our service, a lot of our members across all branches typically played some kind of sport growing up. So statistics have shown individuals that sustain concussions or smaller TBIs while playing contact sports in their youth have another 32% chance of having these mental health issues. So it's a topic that's very near and dear to my heart, and I enjoyed reading up on it. And for those of you that get a chance to read my research paper and my portfolio profile, I hope it brings a level of awareness to you, and I hope that we can bring a level of awareness to society and have these uncomfortable but much needed conversations. Thank you.